up? Welcome to a brand new video, and I hope you noticed the warning in the beginning, the clause that said, please don't react or comment on this video until you've at least watched it. So I'm gonna do like a chatty get ready with me. I've been working in my office for a little bit. I need to get ready anyways, and I thought, let's talk about how being plant-based over the last 3 years has destroyed my life, according to the internet. So for first things first, yes, I do look a little tired today because I did not sleep well last night. I will also let you know what products I'm using. I'm not a makeup person. Do not come at me for how I put my makeup on or how it looks or anything like that. I'm not a makeup person. I just like have a 5-minute face. It's probably gonna take me close to an hour today as I talk to you guys about, like I said, how being plant-based destroyed my life. Okay, starting with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Love this stuff. I'm like a big e.l.f. product person. I really like them. They're inexpensive, so I started using them when we went on our debt-free journey because I was trying to cut back on beauty products. I have always been someone who uses high-end beauty products, but at that time, was right when we were debt-free that I went plant-based, and I was like trying to find better products, but like didn't want to give up makeup because I'm a makeup girl. First, being plant-based over the last 3 years actually did not destroy my life, but according to the internet, these are the things that will destroy me. I don't know what it is, but like as soon as you tell someone you're plant-based or even vegan, people automatically are like, oh my gosh, you're not getting the nutrients you need, you're going to be malnourished, fragile bones, and you're gonna die. But like, I know so many people that are like vegetarian or pescatarian, and they get praised for being so nutrient conscious and health conscious. And I know people that are low carb, they get praised for how they eat. And I do truly feel that like how you eat, your food lifestyle is very close to being like religious at this point, because people are so actively involved in how they care about how they eat that it's like, you know, you say something bad about it and people feel like you're speaking poorly about their religion. I don't really care how you eat. You eat what's best for you. And I wish people would feel the same about me. But over the past 3 years, I've gotten so many negative comments about how I eat, whether it's in person or on the internet, and it's crazy to me. So instead of popping up a video that basically said, this is how being plant-based has really benefited me, because I'm just sharing my personal experience, I thought I would kind of give it a negative spin to kind of push that video out, hopefully, to get more people to click on it. It's kind of like reverse psychology. Anyways, so actually being plant-based has really benefited me over the past 3 years, but I'll talk about the negative first and then the positive. So I was always told to watch out for my hormones, watch out for my blood work, be really, really cautious of becoming malnourished, especially whole food plant-based. And honestly, I get my blood checked every 6 months by my doctor. I've done a couple like in-home tests, and my blood work has been awesome. Better than it was when I was a physique athlete, when I did like bodybuilding, when I ate a low carb diet, lots of meat. My blood work coming off of competing for 6 years was trash, as it probably would be because I was really, really hard on my body. I still feel like I'm hard on my body as I do run a lot, and I'm currently training for a marathon, but not like that, if that makes sense. Like I wasn't super low calorie, getting really low body fat, stuff like that. But hormonally, over the past 3 years, I keep an eye on those things. And even though I know that not everyone who goes plant-based will have those results, I have. So I'm not here to say like, because I've done it, this is my story, this will happen to you. I absolutely do believe that there are some people that have gone plant-based and it's just not for them. That's why we have so many different diets out there, because different things for different people. But for me, my hormones have been great, and I'm really, really excited because I actually have a super important doctor's appointment next Monday. Maybe I'll touch on that a little bit at the end of the video, so you'll have to stay tuned. But being plant-based has not destroyed my hormones, regardless of all the comments that I've gotten over the last 3 years, and I'm good. Okay, so I'm doing a really light face today. I'm actually not even gonna put on my normal tinted moisturizer. I'm just going to instead put on some concealer because I'm tired, and concealer is life-changing when you're tired. So I'm gonna do something kind of different today. A little less makeup. So my weight. People on the internet are like really concerned about other people's weight. Whether you're underweight, overweight, healthy weight. People are really, I don't even know if concern's the right thing, but like, wanna know what you weigh. All right, Halo Glow Setting Powder, also by e.l.f. So people just are curious. They want to know how much you weigh, how much weight you've lost. I talked about it before. I lost 40 pounds and I've maintained my weight. I lost weight before I went plant-based. And the reason I decided to lose weight is because I was on a medication to help me get pregnant. Did not help, just helped me gain a lot of weight, and I was really uncomfortable. And I was 40 pounds above like my normal weight. And it happened really quickly. It happened like, it felt like overnight. It was probably within like a 12-13 week period, and I was really unhappy with myself. I've always been super athletic. I've always been someone who was really active. So even though I was active during that time, just the hormonal shift that was going on inside my body, and the side effect that this was going to make me super emotional, hormonal, and gain weight, I decided to get rid of it. And then after I had lost weight, I decided to go plant-based, and that was 3 years ago. In terms of weight, I feel like I'm at a really healthy weight, and that's basically between you and your doctor. If you want to know, I'm 5'9" and 150 pounds. I feel like I look awesome. I really love my body. I hate when I get comments from people on the internet saying that I look chubby, that I look like I need to lose a few pounds, that I would look better if I lose a few pounds. And I also really hate when people tell me that I'm too skinny because I went plant-based, or I look better when I had more muscle, or just those comments. It's like, you should never comment on someone's body, whether it's positive or negative. I just feel like it's just ick. I don't know. I just feel like we live in such a positive space outside of our body that our body doesn't really matter. It's just what keeps us alive. So we don't have to comment on how people look, I guess. You can say, oh, you really look nice today, or like my mom always used to say that, like, let's comment about like something about the person that makes them feel confident and not self-conscious. Because if you tell someone, oh my gosh, you're looking so good, your body looks snatched, or it looks tight, or it's like men words, I don't know, or it like, you're looking so skinny today, you know what I mean? Like, it causes like a negative imbalance, I feel like, in your brain. So I get comments on all spectrums, and I get it. I put myself on the internet, so people are gonna comment about me, especially when I do anything with like weight loss in the title, just to get a higher reach on YouTube or Instagram or whatever. But as far as being plant-based, it has not negatively affected my weight at all. I don't feel like I'm malnourished. I feel like I'm, obviously based on my hormones, I'm getting everything I need. I have not like gained or lost weight. I've stayed in the same maintenance. So as far as weight loss, as far as weight, I feel like I'm good. I don't feel like plant-based destroyed my weight. All right, going in with a new to me product that I really love. It's this dual contour stick by Wet n Wild. I love it. Okay, so here's another one that I just find so, I don't know if unrelatable is the right term. Also, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to blend this while I'm on camera, so I will do my best. So I get questions all the time about if I smell because I'm plant-based, and they'll say stuff like, well, when I was trying to be plant-based, or when I went plant-based for a while, like, I smelled bad. And I'm like, I think odor is like normal for people. I don't know. We can normalize the fact that like, if you work out, you're gonna smell. If you eat like an onion, you're probably gonna smell. There's certain foods that just disrupt your hormones. But when it comes to like keeping yourself smelling good, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to talk about, but I use Lumi. I've talked about Lumi so many times on TikTok, on Instagram, on my Instagram stories, here on YouTube. That's been my go-to since last July. Last July, unfortunately, my body was a wreck, and I don't think it was based on plant-based. I think it was based on how much I was running, how hot it was, and my skin was just not happy. I was breaking out from every kind of deodorant that I was using. And I say I was using, and all of them, because I tried like 6 different kinds of natural deodorants at the time. The one I had been using for like over a year, for whatever reason, my armpits were like blistered. So I started looking for other ones, and at that time, nothing was helping. And that's when I found Lumi, and I will literally never go back. Then Lumi reached out to me a few months later and said, hey, we'd love to work with you. And I could not have been more ecstatic, because they literally saved my life. And I got to try so many of their awesome products. I absolutely love their body wash. I use it every single day. I recently just got their wipes. Now, the wipes I actually use because I am really uncomfortable showering at the gym after a workout. I don't know what it is. It's like really gross to me because it's like a public shower. I know they keep them clean. I know it's like a high-end gym, but I just have a hard time with that. So I use their wipes. Done working out and heading home to shower anyways, it just kind of makes me feel good. Or if I'm like short on time and need to go to the grocery store or whatever, or running errands or heading back to work, or just like, you know, I'll shower tonight, that's when I use their wipes. But if you are someone who feels like you want to get your odor under control, again, I'm normalizing odor. I don't know if a plant-based diet makes you smell differently. I don't know if it's your hormones. I'm assuming it's your hormones that make you smell a certain way. I don't know if it's the foods or how you cleanse yourself. But if you are really, really like wanting to get under control, especially with like summer coming up, I cannot recommend Lumi enough. The Lumi Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, a cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like the mini body wash or the deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for my followers, new customers get $5 off a Lumi Starter Pack with code FLOURISHING at the link in the description box, or scan the QR code on the screen right now. That equals over 40% off your starter pack when you click the link below and use code FLOURISHING. Do I smell good? I think I smell amazing. My husband thinks I smell amazing. Do I think that being on a plant-based diet makes you odorful? I don't know. I think it's based on hormones. Again, I just want to smell good. And so I'm kind of knocking that like it destroyed my life by saying it, you know, it made me smell bad. I don't know. People on the internet just like love their comments, but I'm thankful for Lumi for saving my life when it comes to my armpit health and everything else because I'm not blistered anymore. And I think you should check out Lumi because I love it so much. Going in with a Wet n Wild blush that I actually broke the like thing out of the other day because it dropped on the floor. But okay, so the internet, according to the internet, I'm gonna lose all of my hair by being plant-based. I have fine hair, but I have a lot of hair. And I feel like hair, skin, nails kind of all goes the same. I have naturally dry skin and naturally dry hair. I've been like this my whole life, doesn't matter what I eat, it's genetic. But my hairdresser thinks I have really healthy hair, and I have super like luscious nails. My nails are never brittle, they're never dry. So like I've been working on my skin. I've shared that a lot in the past few months, that one of my overall goals for this year was to work on my skin. And not that I'm going to necessarily take and make my skin quote unquote less dry, but I can take care of it because like high aging and everything. So yeah, I've been working on my skin. But as far as hair goes, I just cut 18 inches off my hair in December. It was December the 3rd. And I feel like it's already grown like 3 or 4 inches. So no, I don't think going plant-based destroyed my hair. I think it can if you're not getting the nutrients that your body needs. But again, it kind of all goes back to hormones. So no, that did not destroy my life. Going plant-based did not destroy my hair life. We kind of already talked about skin. I naturally have dry skin. I naturally have dry hair. There's some things you just cannot change about who you are genetically. And I don't think a specific diet is going to change that. Again, I just think if you have like naturally oily hair and skin, sometimes it's genetic and it's not going to change. All right, going in with, I'm not even using that many e.l.f. products today. I have so many Wet n Wild products here. So this is the bronzer contour, and I actually love this on my eyelids. And I usually put this like as a highlight. I know, really weird highlight. And then on my nose. And yeah, I use the same brush that I just used on my eyebrows. And if you haven't noticed, this fluffy brush I literally use for everything. I just wash it once a week. And yeah, I have like 10 makeup products. I act like I know what I'm doing. I told you in the beginning I don't. Okay, so I went ahead and also did my eyeliner. It's pretty minimal, and I've been really loving more of like a minimal eyeliner look. Sorry, I have a hair like stuck somewhere. This is like an older eyeshadow palette. I got it from my friend Lauren for like a Secret Santa Christmas gift. It's the Sophie X Revolution. If I can find it, I will link it down below. It's my favorite. And the colors are insanely beautiful. So I take this little brush. It's like an eyeliner brush, and it's really thin on the one side. It kind of like angles. And when I do my eyeliner, I just do the top of the eye, and then I just take, okay, kind of gross, but I kind of like lick it a little bit and then I push it together, and then I just do like a little swoop and a swoop. I used to always use eyeliner, and I just kind of been really liking the more minimal like eye look, and I feel like it really opens up my eyes, so that's what I do. All right, brows. I plucked my own brows wand. This is one from ELF. Love it. It's like $5. My brows stay great all day, but not waxy. I don't really like the waxy feeling because I feel like it makes my face feel weird. So this is just like a natural one. I don't even know. Clear brow and lash mascara. I use either side, even the mascara side. So I don't know. All right, we have one more thing to talk about. I told you at the beginning of this video that I would kind of talk a little bit more about hormones. And I think it's really important because I think a lot of times women, we feel kind of off if we are not like everyone else. It's just like a normal thing. And for me, I have felt like that almost my whole life. I have felt very isolated and alone when it comes to a lot of my hormonal health, because I would love more than anything to have my own baby. And I promised myself I wouldn't get emotional when talking about this. That's why I'm finishing up my makeup, so it'll help me from like crying. But I actually started following a lot of different accounts online that have been sharing their experience, and it kind of made me feel like not so alone. So my hormone health has been really good over the last few years. I have went to doctors who can help make sure it is monitored appropriately. And I've talked on here a few times about us wanting to adopt, and that is still what our hopes are. Obviously, we really do hope that one day we can adopt a few children. It's just a process. It's a long process, and I have never made a full video on it because I feel kind of, it's very personable. You know, it's like there's a lot of information going on, and I feel like for a couple it's really, really a personal thing. So if you are curious if we are still doing that, it's a process. That's what I'm gonna say. As far as hormone health goes, I have a super important doctor's appointment next week where I think we're actually gonna try to see if we can have our own baby. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. You can put the pieces together if you want to. I don't know if I'm going to like film and talk about all of it because I actually don't know the outcome of what's going to happen next week. I'm hoping it's like a really positive, but yeah, I don't know. I also really think that as a woman, it's important to put yourself in a space where what you share on the internet, if you choose to share on the internet, whatever someone says about you, whether it's negative or positive, you yourself are comfortable in who you are and the products you use and the products you share, that you're so confident in them that whatever the positive or negative is, it doesn't come back to change who you are, if that makes sense. Like, you are your most real self, and that's why I feel when I show up for you guys on camera, I mostly share about food and plant-based living and what works for me and just my experience in general. But I did want to like kind of add that little bit at the end just so you guys know that like I really do take hormonal health so seriously. Like, I know that we can't control our genetics or how our body is in the inside, but we can do our absolute best. And here's the thing, with a lot of things health-wise, you can reverse with a plant-based diet. I've seen so many success stories and how people keep their clinical illnesses at bay, or their autoimmune disease, or they've got rid of type 2 diabetes, or all these things like cholesterol and heart health and weight loss and all these positives when it comes to being on a plant-based diet. But I also know that it's not for everyone, and I also know that genetically some things just can't be removed. So thank you for letting me share my experience today on how being plant-based destroyed my life. It didn't. It actually put me in a really positive, healthy space. I'm someone who, I feel like for all of my 20s, I really had a hard time with food. When I was younger, I kind of grew up, you know, obviously in that like 2000 era. I have just seen a lot of different information about this come out, but skinny was like everything. And so I feel like I've dealt a lot with my own mental health when it comes to my body and what I eat and my food. And for the first time in my adult life, I feel like I have food freedom. And I found that through being plant-based, and I found that through just like eating different foods that I love and feeling nourished and fulfilled. So thanks for letting me share today and just kind of being a little bit of a different video. Obviously it wasn't a negative video, so I apologize if you got like so upset when you saw that thumbnail, but that's why I added the little warning to the beginning, just saying like, hey, watch this video before you react, because I feel like it's a really positive video overall. So I'm actually going to go do my hair now off camera, get on with my day. Like I said, check out Lumi down below. I'm so thankful for them for sponsoring today's video, and use my code Flourish. Honestly, I'm obsessed with their products, and I love that I get to share products that I use and love every single day with you guys. So if you need a quick discount, or you need to try a new product, or you're looking for something, I can help you out. Have an awesome day. I'll see you next week. I'm actually putting up 2 videos, so put your notifications on so you don't miss either of them. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.